In this video, we're going to cover the easiest sales hack that you can use to start closing more high-ticket tax plans, even if you suck at sales, and especially if you're looking to bring on a salesperson who doesn't have any tax or accounting background. If we haven't met before, my name's Daniel Schulte. I started this channel to help tax planning firms like you attract and acquire more affluent clients on a regular basis. So with that being said, let's dive right in. So I'm sure you're well aware, but most tax planners out there, when they have a new prospective client come in, whether it's through an ad, a referral, the first thing that they do is they spend hours reviewing their tax plan and coming up with a custom quote before they actually get back to the person. If they don't do that, they just straight pitch them on a tax plan for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 without looking at the tax return, which is exactly what one of my clients was doing. He actually got hit with an objection, which was basically like, hey, let me think about it. I don't really want to do it. And how do you know that you can even help me if you don't review the tax return? My client really wanted to close this deal because it was a high value client. He basically offered to give him like an analysis for $1,500. Now, most tax planners would do this for free, which is absolutely not what you should be doing because you need to have a high value on your time. But with that being said, it actually took me back to what one of my mentors did back in the day. It's a guy named Dan Kennedy. Highly recommend you check out his stuff if you haven't. Russell Brunson actually bought his company, Magnetic Marketing, and he used to run a seminar business to dentists and chiropractors. What they would do is they would run a seminar, and in order to get into the seminar, it was like $300. So at the very end of the seminar, Dan Kennedy would pitch a coaching group, and what he would do is he would take that $300 investment into the seminar, and he would say, hey, if you sign up at the seminar right now, not only will we credit that towards the full coaching, which was like $5,000, but we'll actually match it with an extra $300. So it created a burning hole in the prospect's pocket because they already invested into the seminar. Now they're getting matched another $300. So instead of it being like $5,000, they were able to get it for, $4,400. And so I recommended that my client Daniel, who was the one that came up with the downsell, to start doing that on a regular basis. And it works great if you aren't that great at sales because of a couple reasons. The first thing is that it allows you to build trust while still getting money in the door. You don't have to work for free. You can charge $500. I have some clients who sell the analysis for $1,850, okay? And so you're able to get that first dollar in the door. And once you get that first dollar, it's a lot easier to say, hey, look, you've already paid me $2,000. Why don't we go ahead and upgrade you to the $16,000 package, and I'll credit that $2,000 towards it, right? Or you can even do the match, which I highly, highly, highly recommend. And you'll get a much bigger uptake. Like one of my clients literally gets, I'm not saying you're going to do this, but he literally gets 100% of the people who do the analysis to upgrade to a full plan. And I think he sells his plans for like $6,000 or $8,000 or something like that. So, they do the initial analysis fee and they're like, well, I already paid you money. Why would I go spend more time with another person when I can just get that same thing from you? The second reason it's so effective is because you don't have to do this full elaborate thing on what they're going to get, right? You can go through and say, hey, here's what we're going to do. It's going to be a tax analysis. We're going to charge you $1,000 for it. If we can't find anything, no worries. You know that you're in a good spot. We can give that money back to you. And if we do find something, then we'll be able to go over that with you. This is like one of the biggest hacks that I've seen, especially for sales reps, because if you're bringing on somebody into your firm and they don't have a tax and accounting background, I've seen a lot of reps get discouraged because they get questions of like, well, what about this? What about that? Look at my situation. And they aren't able to answer those questions. And so by putting all of it on a tax analysis, you take out those objections by saying, hey, I'm not going to be the guy who's reviewing it. I'm just trying to make sure that you're a good fit for someone that we can help. My accountant or the business owner is actually going to be the one to review it, so you can ask all those questions to her when she delivers the analysis, which again is not to be mistaken for a tax plan. This is one of the simplest things that I've seen to dramatically increase how much you close and how much you're able to effectively bring on sales reps who can sell for you on an ongoing basis. Not to mention, it weeds out a lot of those tire kickers who are just looking for some free advice. You know, they want you to review their tax returns and they're going to get it reviewed by 3 other accountants who are also reviewing it for free. And why wouldn't you want to get paid for work that you're already doing for free? So if you're not doing that yet, I highly, highly, highly recommend using that initial analysis. That way you can leverage getting your foot in the door, building that trust, and getting that initial dollar across. That way the second dollar comes that much easier. Again, this is Daniel Schulte with Wealthy Clients. If you want us to help build a system that can consistently get these people to you on a regular basis, then click the button down below and fill out an application. If you qualify, you'll be able to book a call with my team. And at the time of this recording, we're offering 30 appointments in 30 days guaranteed. You do need an advertising budget of at least $200 a day. So with that being said, click the button down below. Hope this video was valuable, and I'll see you on the next one.